hello. I'm Sartanoodle, and today we are going to be working on a sustainable way to feed ourselves in this wonderful, wonderful world. Last episode, which also so conveniently happened to be the first episode of this series, we made our first amazing starter base, and I'm very happy with how this looks. I think we can live out of this for quite a while, and otherwise we can just expand it. But the only problem that we have right now is that we don't have any reliable way of getting food. And I think that has to change drastically. So I want to make a farm today, and I was thinking of probably putting that around there, because if we look with free cam at this wonderful spot, there we go. We have quite a bit of space, but I think I like it there, probably, so we can have like a nice little farm area surrounding it. I think that could be really fun. The problem is that if we wanted to have it mix up with the bricks in the house in the background, we need more bricks, so that's gonna be a little bit of a pain, but that's okay, because we will find a lush cave, and maybe also hopefully possibly perchance get back with an axolotl or two, because I want those two. So let's get our inventory ready for a little mining trip. Well, that was definitely a mining adventure, where we definitely did not die multiple times. At least we got quite the bit of clay that we can use for bricks, along with finding our first diamonds. And there is only one place where we can put the first one, of course. Look at that. The item frame is finally filled in. Now we just have 2 more diamonds to our name, I guess. The baseline of our farm that we are going to make to provide for our food has been made, and this is going to be once again very focused on Dutch culture and Dutch farms that you see all around the country, and it's going to be quite similar in style to the house in the back. Just like that house, we'll be using bricks and granite and pale oak and the deep slate, so it's going to fit in. It's going to fit in. But we're also going to use some copper to kind of resemble the little like green shutters and green doors, and just a lot of green materials that are being used here in the Netherlands for farms and such. So that's going to be very fun. And now I think that it is time that we actually build this thing. So I won't starve, because I'm currently eating wild pig meat, and we need sustainability and we need security. literally the second I pressed record, it started raining. Well, I guess that's Dutch core, so you know I can't really blame it. But anyways, voila. It's a farm. It probably looks a little bit strange once again, because have you ever seen a Dutch farm? Those things look like you have just learned how to use. I'm gonna go inside. Anyways, Dutch farms and like the actual storage animal farms look like someone who just learned what The Sims 4 is and like just started playing that, and then just made their first house without knowing very well how to use the roof tool and how to make interesting shaped houses. It's literally just a box, like a rectangle box with one massive roof on top of it. Like, I'm not even kidding. This is the best I could make it in Minecraft. And honestly, it kind of snaps. Like the inside, that's like perfect. Like you have storage on top of here, and then you can have the animals down here, and then whatever you want to put there. It's pretty great. It just doesn't look too exciting from the outside. But that's okay, because that's why we have these wheat fields that will be very glorious eventually in front of this building. Aha. First victim spotted. Now if we just carefully approach this grazing cow that does... It appears that the grazing cow has a mate in the nearing vicinities. The grazing cow has spotted us, but is not afraid. We will take the grazing cow with us. It appears that there are more grazing cows. It appears that we are blessed with not having to walk so incredibly far. It is a gracious, joyous time for us. How wonderful. Will the grazing cow know how to walk through a door? It appears that the grazing cow does in fact not know how to walk through a door. We will fix that though. There you go, grazing cow. No problem at all. Here, welcome in your new home. Maybe we will expand sometime. Maybe you will one day get a wonderful, wonderful outdoor area too. But for now, you shall be confined to the darkness of the inside of this farm. 'Twas lovely. Oh my god! Why are you here? Oh my goodness. Please, please go. Oh my goodness. Maybe we need to light up that area. Now the question is if our wonderful Sate is able to find a sheep. A sheep has been spotted trying to blend in among these birch trees, but it alas has failed because it is standing across some leaves and grass, and therefore it is very visible to the eye. Is there another sheep in our knit clothes? We have another sheep. This is truly the easiest and like the quickest animal gathering has ever gone. That's wonderful, except for the zombie that I hear. But don't worry, sheep. Sheep, don't worry. We won't have to deal with a zombie. And with that, we have our final sheep in here, which means that we officially have food as long as we gather wheat from the field. But that should be okay. That should be fine. We should be able to survive. Let's put that door back. That went so much easier than I thought it was gonna be. But you know, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining one bit. Now, there is one more thing that I would like to add to this entire building place before we end this video, and that is some plane trees. Or well, basically, not just any normal plane tree, but like a row of plane trees. They are very common here in the Netherlands to have in your front yard, and they're quite, well, I mean, they're quite popular. And when I showed them to some of my American friends, they were all quite confused as to what this now actually was. So I think it's pretty fun if we add some of those here on the side of this farm. And if you are looking at this and think, but Sate, why is this so flat? How can you call this a tree? Then I will answer you and say, I don't know how they are kept so incredibly flat. I guess it's just a lot of trimming that's always being done. But this is how they look. You've seen them like in front yards or on the side of the buildings, and then they are like really flat like this. So it looks a little bit silly in Minecraft, like a lot of real life things do. But I think honestly, it kind of works. It kind of works. Especially if probably we curve this path around and have like a little path zone here, so it feels more reasonable. I guess we can just add some flowers down here. It works. Trust. This is how they're supposed to look. Okay, this is how they're supposed to look. And with that, I think we have finished our major farm. I mean, we have all the wheat that we could ever possibly need right now. We have the animals inside that we can start feeding for both leather and wool and food, of course, and then we can expand with storage of all those materials on top of here. And of course we have a little walkway here. I think we did pretty well today. And for the next episode, I think I want to start looking more at some fishing stuff, and maybe also getting these things linked up, because now they're kind of just in an awkward, we have roads going to absolutely nowhere. So I guess we can maybe make a little square here that we can start working off of, so that we can make village foot fishing stuff over there, and we can head into the rest of the biome with more paths and roads and build more things. I think we did pretty well. I like this farm. I like it. It once again feels like home. I'm also still so incredibly happy that we moved away from our old town and started here again. It has been so incredibly helpful with creative inspiration and motivation. So honestly, I feel like sometimes you physically need to move away to kind of leave the past and the past ideas and inspirations behind you, to find yourself again when you don't know what you'd have to do with yourself. And I think we made the right decision doing exactly that for this series, because I feel very, very much inspired to create again. That being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. That really helps. And what even helps more is if you also leave a fun little comment. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see little sneak peeks and all the other stuff that I do and get notifications when I stream on Twitch and all that stuff, there is a link to my Discord server in the bio and maybe in the comments if I put it there. And don't forget, but it's me, so I'll probably have forgotten it. So look in the description. I always write fun descriptions. You should always check out the description. It's always fun. You can see the music that I used. Isn't that fun? But anyways, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, bye-bye!